Alright. Welcome to Sideboard MTG. My name's Eric, and it's time for our mono-colored series to come out. And we're going to start this out with mono green dinosaurs. I tried a couple different ways to build mono green stompy. Even tried mono green cats, mono green energy, and when it finally boiled down to it, I think dinosaurs might actually be the strongest version you can get in mono green. There's a problem with decks like Approach and things. You just don't have answers to them, so you need to be able to get down and finish the games off really fast. I don't want to say that card draw is a problem, because mono green, there's actually quite a bit of card draw, so that's not really a problem for us. So I ended up in mono green dinosaurs, and I will say it hurts a lot not having red when you're trying to build dinosaurs, but I do believe that because of some of the weaknesses that some of the other versions of mono green might have, that you're going to need to be able to just quickly finish those games off if you stand a chance against certain archetypes. And I think that this might be the way to do it. We might be able to. It might be a little too slow for that exact plan, but with the ability to just slam a Ghalta, you can really get in there. And against the earlier decks, I think we're going to have bigger, hardier bodies, and I think that's going to get us through. So, as always, if you like this show, give it a thumbs up, and if you like the content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. There's a lot of other content out there for you guys. I just released this week's version of the State of Standard, my weekly meta vlog. So if you guys want to check that out, you can get over there and check that out after the stream. And then tomorrow night we've got Blue-Black Control from Dev. Dev brings us Blue-Black Control, and we'll be playing that. So stop by tomorrow night if you want to see Dev's Blue-Black Control deck. Whew. Wow. So much going on now, guys. I mean, like, wow, we're into everything right now, right? All right. Ooh, coffee delivery service. I love it. I have one of the greatest wives in the world ever. I am still muted, right? Okay. Okay. So I was just looking at a Mardu deck here, and let's get into our mono green dinos here. Now, this particular version of mono green, what is going on? Why am I missing cards? What card am I missing? Ghaltas? Did I not get Ghalta? Oh, I have to fix that. I don't know, but somehow I just didn't get Ghalta. Anyway, I'll request a couple Ghaltas. It will not stop the stream. The stream must go on. Let's get some shout outs in here to these guys. I know we got a lot here in the early crew that show up a little bit early, and you guys just been hanging out there. Daniel Hogan, Sean, the Troll, Silvete. Am I getting any closer, Silvete? You have not missed anything, man. I am just getting into the deck itself. We just got started here. I was recording another video, so I had to push this one back to 7:30, which I often do when I have to get other videos out. Remember, I am a stay-at-home dad, and sometimes recording a video with a little one in the background that just doesn't want to let you record. It's just not possible. Okay, so maybe Nightbot will answer your questions there, Daniel. All right, let me get a quick order into MTGO here, and I normally don't do this on screen, but I will, because I want to show you guys the new setup here. Like, they got some new stuff. Like, check this out. Like, they completely revamped the order screen, where you can rent cards, build decks, pretty much anything you want to do. You can download download the deck. It's already exactly ready for you. So even though you don't use Manatraders for other things, their new platform here, where you can build decks and import your decks and save decks, that platform alone is starting to really catch my eye, just because of how simple it is to import and download a deck, and you never have to worry about certain cards making it through or not, as long as you have them spelled right. So let's go ahead and get in a Ghalta here. Do we want to clear this? Do we want to empty the card here? Yeah, we'll empty the card and just get a Ghalta. We need... Is Ghalta really only 2 tickets? Wow! Wow, have the mighty have fallen. That is that's crazy. Anyway, that's Manatraders, guys. Like, if you guys want to get signed up for Manatraders, you can use Sideboard MTG when you sign up, and it'll save you 10% on your first 3 months over there. And we get a ticket for every person that signs up. If you get a premium package, I think 2 tickets a month for every month that you do it. So you're supporting the channel, and you're making sure that you can play anything and everything in standard. So let's talk about this little deck. We'll wait on some cards to get here. And again, I did use full arts here from Amonkhet. Just I like them, and I wanted some different full arts for a change. Okay, so we'll start our curve out here with Thunder Herd Migration. Now, this is our premium 2-mana spell. We don't have a lot of early interaction. Like, you'll notice that the deck is full of trying to catch up later. So we'll be dropping things on 3. We'll be starting to build a wall on 3, and then once we do that, the wall is supposed to just collapse over onto the opponent. Now, we'll do that. We'll start that wall with either gaining a little bit of life back to build a little bit of ramp, and there is a lot of ramp in this deck. We have turn 2 ramp, turn 3 ramp, which technically this can be turn 4 ramp if you can get one of your other pieces of ramp down beforehand. And there's not a lot of turn 3 ramp here. Most of the time we're just going to be throwing down either a gift or ranging raptors, and but you know, even if you don't hit that, it gives you a couple turns to get your ramp spells down. And I did want a couple cheaper creatures in here to start building that wall a little earlier, but I really needed the utility creatures here, and those being ranging raptors, Death Gorge scavengers, and the Throntodon. You know, so that's kind of where we went with the early creatures. Right? I can't believe Ghalta's only like a $4 card. That's ridiculous. Jacob, Ronan, Chris, who else we got here? Vlogs, Throng Vlogs. Man, we're just gonna go with Vlogs. Anyway, Ronan, welcome, Jacob, everyone. Thanks for pushing so much content out. Well, I promised you guys that if we got to 1,000 subscribers, if the community grew that large, that I would I'd do my part. I would definitely make sure that you guys could get all the content. So speaking of pushing content out, I'm not going to just be going back to back with these colorless cards here, or these monocolored decks. I'm going to run like one every other day or every 3 days until we get them all out. I want to leave room for playing some of these really good decks that are going to be coming up in the meta. See, our bot, it just delivered our cards to us. I was talking to you guys, and all of a sudden I got 2 Ghaltas. Isn't that great? Right? Like, seriously, guys, if you don't use Manatraders, seriously, use Manatraders. All right, so let's move on up the curve here. We know about all the 3 drops and things there. This deck has a ton up the curve, but the main thing is we want to be able to turn 5 this bad boy. Turn 5 Carnage Tyrant is probably how we're going to win most of our games. However, I actually ended up winning most of my games with Sandworm Convergence. I ain't gonna lie, like when I was playing with this earlier, it was always Sandworm Convergence. They seemed to just keep wiping the board, and then I just kept throwing down or kept making a dude. So like it seemed great. I don't know why Sandworm Convergence doesn't get more play, but the interaction between Verdant Sun's Avatar and a Sandworm's Convergence is great. Gain 5 every turn, get a 5/5. Yeah, I think I will. Now, you will see a couple of my draw engines in here. Oh, hey, Zaxadillo also said that he was making a Brashing Throntodon card, so I'm excited to see what you guys do over on the Reddit. By the way, if you guys do like Reddit, join us on... Ooh, wow, yeah. Join us at Sideboard MTG on Reddit and submit your decks for Subscriber Sunday. Now, I am running a copy of Immortal Sun here. What do you guys think about Immortal Sun? Do you guys like that? I think the card's great. We don't have any Planeswalkers. I almost put a Nissa in here, but this actually ended up taking the place of Nissa. I thought, you know, drawing 2 cards per turn seems good. If they've got Chandras and stuff and we just turn those off, that sounds really good too. This is 6 mana. We can get it down fairly early. Yeah, I'm a little worried about a Braid, but, you know, YOLO, right? Creatures get an extra +1/+1, which, I haven't had the interaction yet, but, you know, Verdant Sun could enter as a 6, you know, all kinds of things. Oh, and vote! Jansen Jorgensen said, make sure you guys, if you go over to the Reddit, vote on decks. You don't actually have to be a deck builder to and post your decks, but you as a voter can have a lot of control over which decks get played each week. So even if you don't, just go over there and check out the decks that everyone has posted. It's a lot of innovation. You know, you can do like me when you're sitting there in the morning with your cup of coffee. You can just you know, flip through it and be like, man, what are these? That won't work. Give them a post. Let them know it won't work. Give some feedback. Helps everyone out. Don't be rude though. Don't be rude. Speaking of rude, will someone give me the rules in chat, please? I know we've got a lot of new people coming to chat. One of the things, you know, I definitely want to stay away from the words that are identified as the F word or B word or something like that. If you can say the first letter and everyone knows exactly what words you're talking about, then yeah, you probably shouldn't use that in chat. The other ones, it seems like we can get away with as far as monetization goes, as the channel is M for mature. Which is what, 13 and up, something like that, M for mature. So I recently found that out about YouTube, which is pretty cool. I'm not listed as, you know, kids, so we are M for mature, and we'll try to keep it that way. If you guys are all right with that, I think it just kind of shows your intelligence when you're just spamming a bunch of curse words and stuff anyway. So, you know, but hey, I get tilted just like anyone else, and sometimes things happen. So anyway, guys, that is the deck. Let's look at the sideboard here. Not a lot of real good options in the... Mouth to Feed might be a really good card, but I mean, we've got Vanquisher's Banner. We've got drawing an extra card off of Immortal Sun. We can get extra cards when they target our creature with Shaper Sanctuary. We've got some card draw. And then, you know, we've got Sentinel Totem for a little additional graveyard help. I mean, we've got our main board scavengers, but a little Sentinel Totem might not hurt anything. Pounce is just an instant speed removal. We don't have a lot of instant speed removal in green. There was an argument there to actually have the destroy target enchantment, destroy target creature with flying. That one, and I could still see, what is it, Crushing Canopy? Do I even have a copy of Crushing Canopy? I do. I can 100% say that I would like to have a copy of Crushing Canopy. There we go. So I'm actually going to take one Prey Upon out for a Crushing Canopy. Crushing Canopy is a pretty cool little card. Destroy target creature with flying, so Glorybringer, or destroy target enchantment. That's not bad. I mean, maybe even one of these over Naturalize. I don't know. Either way, I do think that we've got a nice little deck here, and as far as mono green goes, I personally don't think that mono green has all the tools necessary to fight the meta, which again is why we went with the dinosaur route. We need to just be bigger and badder than some of them. We don't have enough targeted removal to really fight the meta, so kind of had to go a different route with that. I think out of all of the mono-colored strategies, green is the weakest by itself. However, green has the ability to make any of the other colors the most powerful decks in standard, and that's kind of where we're at with mono-colored. So anyway, let's see. constructive criticism for decks. Let's all get along here. That's right. Absolutely. Speaking of constructive criticism, let me know in the comments, what you think about this deck. If you think the deck's good, if you think it's just trash, maybe you think that there's a completely different version. Why no Drover? Because Drover is too easily removed. That is why no Drover. Almost everything is packing, Sweltering Suns, things like that. We have no Drover, and our ramp, I just mainly there. Can I give advice on decks? I do. When I am trolling down through my Reddit, it's my Reddit. But when I'm going down through the Reddit, I do. I definitely give feedback. I try to make sure that people aren't spamming bad content or anything like that on there. I might even be looking for another or an administrator over there. I think Crewfix is definitely gonna. I've got to get on the other account so that I can make Crewfix a moderator over there. So, hats off to our in-chat human moderator there, Crewfix MTG. Thank you. He almost never misses a stream. So, big shout-outs to Crewfix. Thank you so much, sir. You think green-white is best position as for sideboards go for right now? You know what? I can get behind that. I can get behind that green is a better support card. So, yeah. Alright, so we won the dice roll. We're going to get to play some of our cards first. This is a horrible hand. Horrible hand. But we have all of the things. And if we draw dinosaurs, we could be mean. We have a Carnage Tyrant, but we're going to have a Carnage Tyrant. Like, by turn 6, like, all hands should get there. I think I want to see one other hand. I just want to see another hand. I'm going to keep it. Land on top. Yep, we're just going to leave that there. And at least we have a Deathgorge Scavenger here. We don't have any of our early ramp, but we can get in with a Deathgorge. Looks like we're against a couple vampires. Don't worry, Crewfix. I don't know if I'll ever get to 1 million subs, but I will say that the community is growing, and thank each and every one of you guys for that, for subscribing to the channel, liking the videos, watching the videos, sharing the videos. You guys are awesome. Wow. Okay. All right. Well. So, if we just play Deathgorge Scavenger, we're not going to get any value whatsoever out of it. We can take 4 more. Why can't this be instant? So we can fight something with the enter the battlefield trigger on the stack. Next turn we can go Thunder Herd. Yeah, alright. I could Thunder Herd this turn, but I'm not going to get any value out of Savage Stomp this turn. Maybe there was a better option there. Just go Thunder Herd, get our land, and then next turn play the Deathgorge, having the Savage Stomp immediately. But I don't know if that's 100%, like the right way to go there. So I know I'm not blocking either one of these right now. Turn 1 Carnage Tyrant. I wish, man. I wish. Okay, well. So the deal is if we, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cast this. We're like, hey, we have a Carnage Tyrant. Get ready for it. So this is really bad because he's got Fatal Push open. Alright, well, I am going to try to eat, I guess, Sky Marcher. And this will give him Fatal Push. We'll see if he lets us enter combat here. I'm gonna eat the migration for the pump. He'll have to put both in front of it. I guess he would have technically had to put both in front of it either way to kill it. But now if he doesn't, then... And that'll buy us a little bit more time, because we do need just a little bit more time. So that stops us from taking 4 next turn. I could have gained an additional 2 life there, but in this aspect, we made it nice and juicy, and he took it. He took the trade. So we technically saved the 2 points of life anyway. Just run 40 pikers and 40 land, or in 20 land. Yeah, that's all you gotta do. 2-1 tribal. Ouch! Okay, well, yikes. Well, I would love runner land off the top. Oh man, just filling the battlefield here. Thunderherd migration. Well, the Modo deck might have just been a little too fast for us here. I mean, we're taking 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 next turn. Wow. All right. He was bluffing push. Maybe. I swung into it anyway. I went ahead and cast it, like, so he had the option for push if he wanted. Alright, well, we take 9, he gains 4 here. Not great. We go to 5. Need land. Well, land off the top doesn't even win for us. Maybe I needed some cherished hatchlings. Okay, so he does have... I'm gonna see what he... I'm gonna wait for this extra piece of information here. He didn't have push. He's a phony. Understood. He went and got a Champion of Dusk. Wow. Alright. I'm game, opponent. I'm game. So... we're fighting everything? Is that how this works? We're just fighting it all. Alright. So, gift is actually decent. Let's get rid of... even though Verdant Suns is really nice. I'm even going to cut back 1 Carnage Tyrant. We're going to get rid of some of the bigger stuff. And we're going to run it back like this. Do we need Naturalize or Heroic Intervention? Like, if he's got... just punch all the things. Just I brought in the kill. I mean, I brought in Pounce and Prey Upon and things. Maybe Shaper's Sanctuary? You think we need to worry about that? Do we need that much draw? Like maybe take out? I don't know. I think we're gonna run it like this. T-Rex arms. Okay, so we're like Death Gorge Scavenger, Ripjaw Raptor. We only need 1 land to hit the Ripjaw. I mean, yeah, he comes out fast. He's definitely got us. That is definitely one of the weaknesses here with going my strategy. Official That's Juicy. Thank you for subscribing. Let's go ahead and just play this Desert of the Indomitable. That's 1 desert. So now if we get 2 deserts, we can... okay, so we are on our way here. We are on our way, ladies and gentlemen. There's a Brontodon. I actually think I want the Brontodon this turn. Oh, like I want something in the graveyard before I cast this Deathgorge Scavenger. And then next turn we'll be able to go Ripjaw Raptor. So, hey, I kind of like that. Shaper wouldn't be bad. Thank you for subscribing, Lee Begin. Lee Begin? Thank you for subscribing, sir. Welcome to the community. If you've got decks, post them in the Reddit, and if you get enough votes, we'll see you on Subscribers Sunday, where I'll play your deck. Now, if you guys just don't want to go through all that hassle and you just want to guarantee that you get your deck played, there's 14 slots left, guys. Just saying, for the Patreon games. I'm actually surprised at how quickly that is closing out. I think, though, we're going to end up in the long run stealing some slots from the Stream Challenger side of things. So, if it does fill up, I'll find a way to make things work for you guys. All right, well, I'm just gonna Ripjaw here. Man, good old Brontodon. He put the brakes on, didn't he? Like me some Brontodon, man. He doing work. All right. Does the Brontodon get in here? Does he get to kill both of these guys? Like, does he trade one Brontodon for 2 cards? Because that's what the Brontodon's all about. He's all about eating 2 cards. So we got 7, 8. This is free to cast. If we're trying to do a Ghalta turn, this is free to cast. So, we have 7. Yeah, I mean, we could cast Ghalta, so we can go Deathgorge Scavenger Ghalta next turn. We could go get 2 deserts and make 2 zombies. Like, there's a ton of things we can do. I don't know what the opponent's going to do here, though. Because I'm definitely going to throw some bodies down. I'm actually interested in going Hour of Promise here. But I'm also interested in holding off 1 turn. I'll take 5. Savage Stomp. Alright, so check this out. For 1 mana, Savage Stomp does not reduce the cast, or does not make it harder to cast Ghalta. So we can go, Savage Stomp, like make this fight, draw an additional card, and that'll actually increase the power of that particular dino, by 1, which pays for the Savage Stomp. Really cool interactions, man. I really like that. And, like, if we were on turn 6, we would be able to go like, see if I go 1, 2, 3. No, I would need 1 more to be able to cast all the things for free, or for without reducing them. But anyway, I want to get rid of these Forerunners. Like, I really want to get rid of these Forerunners. And I want to do some damage too, so let's Savage Stomp this Forerunner and draw a card. We'll get Ghalta down, don't worry. And then, oh, nice. So we go. Yeah, I'm going Deathgorge Scavenger here. I want to gain a little bit more life. And we're just going to eat that creature. And we're going to say yes to that ability. And yeah, I'm definitely going to swing here. Now, I know you guys wanted Ghalta there, but I think I mean, yeah, like, if I could have just slammed Ghalta and said, hey, go. I just think this is safer. No, they will not be tribal. Matter of fact, I am in a huge fight with myself over whether or not mono white is going to be an approach enchantments control deck, or is it going to be white weenie, like Oketra's Monument. Like, which is stronger? Is it Oketra's Monument with vampires, or is it mono white approach? Because mono white approach is actually a really powerful deck. There's a Modern Fang. Cool. So I'm gonna like try to eat something here. I'm gonna say, oh, it's got flying now. Oh, we can't. We're just gonna take it. Just gonna take it. All right. Well, we go land. 1, 2, 3. And then use his ability. No. 1, 2. And then now we're gonna try to put a lethal on him. And we will use the ability this time. So he's got a block here, at least something. Did I just do my math wrong? I mean, he's got to lose one of these, which means 1, 2. He can get through. I mean, he might be able to like really stack up here, but I'm hoping he loses this Forerunner here. I did. Like the mono green I thought was going to be probably the worst deck. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I went there with it. I think mono green's probably the hardest to do as far as just a flat out monocolored series. Green's just a great complement color for other decks. However, I really like the mono green deck. I think it's good. I do think that this is about the best you're going to be able to get, because there's just certain decks, like, you're just going to have to say, okay, am I willing to say I just don't have an answer to this type of deck? Well, if you're going to play mono green, then yeah, you're pretty much saying that, yeah, I'm gonna just not have certain answers. I'm just going to have to beat these certain decks. So anyway, I think that's a thing. Anyway, we'll see if we're dead here. If we're not dead, then he's dead. So he's got to find a way to get enough creatures down to get past us, because this thing ain't playing. This thing ain't playing. He's got to do 9 damage here. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in air right now. 1 card in hand. Has a trigger on the battlefield. Just got another here. Bishop's on top of the library. Now, last turn he put the Forerunner on top of the library. Let's see if he's got the damage. Has he got some type of pump or something? Because my math is showing that this is about to be real good for us. Okay, so we're like 5, 6, 7. Does he have another pump? Are we just taking the 7 here? We go to 2. Does he have another way to drain us? If it's not a lethal, opponent. If it's not lethal. Okay, well, I don't want to show him that we have these Hour of Promises, so I'm going to say this is going to fight that. And he's just gonna scoop it up. Yep. I'm just gonna fight you, dude, and then I'm gonna swing at you. Alright. Alright. Crushing Canopy might be good. Might be good. I don't know what enchantment we might get rid of, but I can see getting rid of one of those flying vampires. However, if he gets the... I'm going to bring one of these back in. Just one. What am I taking out? An Hour of Promise? Yeah, let's do this. You're interested in the blue. Blue is a mid-range deck. It's definitely just a mono blue flyers mid-range. Mono blue mid-range, dude. It looks good. I've the mono, like, so I'm trying to do the most competitive like versions of each of the decks. Like, I'm trying to be competitive here, or at least say, you know, in this style of deck, you know, this is the most competitive version that I can come up with. And you know, that it is what it is. We got a Brontodon, we've got some Hours of Promise, Prey Upon. Turn 3 Brontodon did shut him down last turn, kept him from swinging, so let's see if it'll do it again. This time we might end up going for the Hour of Promise and go for the zombies, so a little bit of a slow start from the opponent. I'm going to keep all my lands. I want to do land things this time. The green-black aggro deck tech. Yeah. Like, you're talking about the black mold deck, Crew Fix? Well, talk about some deep lines. That green-black Explorer deck we played last night, man, that thing... There were definitely some complicated lines for there. He's not coming out with the fastest hand, and I like that. Can we have jank for red, since mono red is already a real deck? Well, that would go right against like the entire, maybe I should just do them all jank. Let's just have really cool decks in each of the colors. But that goes against the competitive thing. But I can see it. I mean, I can see that happening. I'm just going to Brontodon here. Don't mind me, just Brontodoning. Ooh. So, I'm just going to swing into this. He just takes it anyway. Alright, well. Our Brontodon just doesn't profitably fight here. I think unfortunately, we're just going to have to pass the turn. Like, we just do not have a play on turn 4 here. Sky Marcher Aspirant. Mono red munitions. Ooh, wow. Alright. So you guys want something other than... I'm still trying to think of the perfect line to put up there for Brontodon. So, sorry, Nerd. I'll get something figured out here soon. Alright, so we're just going to make a bunch of zombies this turn. He got another Twilight Prophet? Wow. Alright, well... Let's go... Let's get our deserts. So, I don't know if I should get Scavenging Ground or not, but I'm going to get Hash Up Oasis and... Yeah, Hash Up Oasis. And we get 2 zombies. 2 zombies. And I think we just have to pass here. As much as I want to attack, at this point I really can't. Now he's got the City's Blessing. Now, next turn we're looking at turning on the city's blessing for ourselves if we want. Wow. He's doing the things. He just took 5 points of life, though. And he's like 6 in the air flying. Wow. Do they got vigilance? They don't. Alright, well, we've got a few options. I think Carnage Tyrant Fight is one of those. And we're going to say Carnage Tyrant fights like this thing. Like this has already done its damage. It's already done its thing. So I think now we need to fight one of these. So we'll just pay the one. And then we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Can he do it? I mean, if he takes 4 points of damage this turn, that puts him at 7. I don't think he can do it. Alright. Get in there, Brontodon. Go get that. Look up Black Mold on the subreddit. Yeah, it was a pretty good deck. I enjoyed it. Oh wow, he's going to take more than I expected. Okay. So next turn game plan is to kill him. He's got to do 8. Alright, that's done. So now he just has to do 8 points of damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We just have to do 7. What have you missed, Justin? Not much, man. We're just fighting this little vampires deck. We're in match 3. Oh no! That changed all the combat math. Wow. Alright, alright. That also changes the combat math. Gee, good job, opponent. Good job. Like, I am impressed. I am impressed, opponent. Well, I was not expecting all the lords to come down like that. It was very good to sandbag his lords like that. So, you know, good job for the opponent. So I'm not even gonna block. Just gonna take my damage. Yeah, you come in just at the right time, Justin. He had to hit us on the crackback, or to kill us right there, and he did. He saved enough to get the job done. Oh well, you know, it was good. It was good. I like that the opponent was clever like that. So you gotta take your beats, right? You're probably getting into Magic Online soon. You hate only being able to play once a weekend at F&M. Sean, like seriously, hit up Manatraders. Don't even start an online collection. Like for the price of 2 premium cards online, you can pay for your entire like 3 months, like for an entire set, an entire block for like, again, I get the premium package, which is like $36 a month, and so you're looking at about the price of a box to play all of Rivals, every deck that comes out during Rivals. That's worth it. I'm going to keep this hand. Looks like we've got some cards that we want to see. We've got a turn 2 Thunderherd Migration into a turn 3 Ripjaw Raptor. Turn 4 Ripjaw Raptor with a land up for the Savage Stomp. You know, looks good to me. I'm going to lead off with something that doesn't tell our opponent exactly what we are. However, you know, how's he going to know that we're Dinos until we cast Thunderherd onto? Alright. surprised he didn't throw Hearts in. I have no clue either. Like talking about the checkout dev Nightbot or what? Nah, Justin, you're good. No bad luck here. Just happy mistakes, remember? It's like Bob Ross over here. Alright, we're gonna reveal the Ripjaw Raptor. We're getting started. We're getting started the right way. Unfortunately, this is not exactly how we want to get started, but it is our second desert, so I'm happy to have it. Happy to have it. Alright, well, we'll untap next turn and cast our Ripjaw Raptor, which sounds pretty good to me. You speak less gooder than a lot of time. Yeah, you know, I'm right there with you. I am right there with you. Oh, Heart of Karen's. That heart. Gotcha, gotcha. Well, we could just Brontodon pop it. But I think I'll save that for another turn. I want to make sure that I'm getting something down that either he has to answer or I'm going to crush him in the face with. Glint-Sleeve Siphoner. Wow, another Thematic Compass. This makes me not necessarily want to... I'm just going to play this. What's up? Thank you for subscribing, Abyssal Dragon. We have a dragon in the house, ladies and gentlemen. A dragon. I think I just want to throw down another Ripjaw Raptor. And then I'm just going to swing for 4 and pass the turn. I'm assuming most of his damage is, or most of his removal is damage based, unless he's got Vraska's Contempt. So we'll see where this goes. Now here we can go or Throntodon. He's gonna brash all up in here. Alright, so we'll go ahead and I guess get into this Vraska's Contempt. You gonna give us one of them? Come on, you got like 3 in your deck. You can give us one Contempt. Or you can take 8. I like this. Alright, some oh, you're playing Monster Hunter World? What? Listening to some mono green stompy playing Monster Hunter World. Sounds pretty good to me. Hey, look, guys, he had a Vraska's Contempt. What's the chances of that? Okay, so I'm not 100% on wanting to remove these, considering we're going to bring in Carnage Tyrant. It's above most of the removal that he could have, so yeah, I'm not really keen on just popping one of these. Well, I mean, you can't target Carnage Tyrant, so I don't care if it is a Maze of Ith. Oh, what's this you stumbled upon? Well, Bodan? What is it, Pertel? Mr. Pertel, welcome to Sideboard MTG, man. We're playing some Magic the Gathering right here, and having a lot of fun doing it. So join in, and we're gonna take some mono green dinos here and see if we can just slam some people in the face. All right, well, he's gonna do this, which is gonna make me return in kind here. I'm gonna take one of his pieces of ramp away. Again, I'd rather get rid of it that way than come on land. It's kind of land. I'm just gonna... Oh, thank you for subscribing. Who was that? Oh, I'll have to... I missed it. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I will see it in a moment. Alright, we'll just reveal the Ranging Raptors. Really? Were you subscriber 70? Wow, Sean. I know you and Crewfix, you guys have been with me for a long time here. Bodan Patel, welcome, sir. I've got to go back and get that other one. I missed it. I don't... What happened? So, we got Mr. Patel. There was another one just before you. I know I missed it. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and play the Ranging Raptors. I'll go back and check that subscriber out. If you did, just type exclamation point shout out. I'll give you a shout out there. Alright, so we're going to get in for... What, somebody else is going to use the shout out, and then it'll go on cool down, and you won't be able to use it now. It just got hot in here. I think you're right. I think it is definitely getting warm in here. Wow, another subscriber. You guys are all over it tonight. Richard, thank you, sir. Or is this how it normally works? And finally, the channel alerts are working. Like you guys are all over it. Ryan, the fire burns is here. Oh, that's why it got hot. Well, I thought you guys were just excited about some Carnage Tyrant finally coming down. What does he got? A Thematic Compass. He's going to draw a land. You go for it, buddy. Because removing this from combat is not going to work really well for you. Now, we've got a couple cards in the sideboard for just this type of interaction. Now, we've got a card for 1 mana. If he starts using this to remove our creature from combat, we'll draw a card. So, he knew he couldn't beat the Carnage Tyrant. So, unfortunately for him, yeah, that's how that's going to roll out. Mono green, we're going to take another game there. All right, so let's 100%. We're bringing in the Shaper Sanctuary because you know that's a thing. He didn't have a lot of actual creatures, so I'm going to bring in these Naturalize to go along with some of the other cards. I'm not going to rely as heavily on the Savage Stomp. I'm actually going to take them completely out of the deck along with one of our Gift of Paradises and then just run it back like that. I think that's where I want to go. There's an argument for Heroic Intervention. If we see something else, you know, that we might need a Heroic Intervention for, we can bring that back next game. So yeah, Carney T helped a lot right there. So alright, well, we've got lands. Might be able to even play our Vanquisher's Banner this turn, or this game. We're not coming out quick, but I kind of like it. Like our opponent floods out, and then... I mean, we can cycle if we keep drawing lands. I'll keep. I want to see what just a crazy hand would look like. Captain Crewfix. Oh wow, okay, so this hand just got much worse for us, but we'll go from here. May end up actually playing this. If we don't draw another land this next turn, I think I definitely want to have enough lands to just naturally get to this Vanquisher's Banner. So if we don't top deck land here, we're milling. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and play. We're going to play it this turn. Ryan, the fire burns. So, do Planeswalker abilities go on the stack or no? So, if they try to activate the ability, you can cast out before it resolves. So, even if you do cast out, like, so you can, if they go to use a Planeswalker's ability, yes, it will then go on the stack. Now, they will have to pay the +1 or minus to put that ability on the stack. So let's say your Planeswalker enters at, let's say it's the new Watley. New Watley enters at 3. You're going to plus it 1 time to go up to 4. And then, oh wow. Just play the Hash of Poesis and pass. So you'll plus it once to go up to 4, then the ability will go on the stack. Like that plus or minus is actually the payment for putting that onto the stack. That plus is going to roll up or down depending on which first, before anything else happens. Then the ability will go on the stack. If at that point you want to cast out the Planeswalker, that's fine. However, the ability will still resolve. You have removed the source, yet you have not removed the actual effect. Have you guys seen this thing? Awakening out amalgam. Awakened Amalgam. Power and toughness are each equal to the number of different named lands you control. So this is an Hour of Promise deck. Isn't that cool? I'm gonna destroy this. He's not allowed to have a creature before me. Okay, and we get a Brontodon, but I think we're gonna jump in here with this Ripjaw Raptor first. Next turn, I'm just gonna get down this Vanquisher's Banner. I'm so excited about the Vanquisher's Banner. Like, drawing cards here seems really, really good. Jacob, thank you for your comment, sir. If you're watching this, I know you just subscribed, but yeah, thank you for your comment, sir. Jacob said he thought it was cool that I played Deb's decks. And I know a lot of you guys originally came to the channel from Dev's channel, and I've had some comments, you know, people saying that I need to, like, not play other people's decks or something like that, but Dev was okay with it, and you guys wanted the gameplay. I wanted the gameplay, you know? Name worms. Well, you would never actually cast a worm, so you would never actually get a card, but that's pretty cool. Make 6/6 worms. So, you know, he got his search for his, I mean, he's got his draw engine going. Like, we can do that too, by the way. We can go Desert, Arc. That's cool. That's really cool. Immortal Sun. That's pretty cool, guys. Like, I'm just gonna say, if we get Immortal Sun down for 6, it'll make this only cost 7. Yeah, I'm gonna call Dino here. Hey, look, he got bigger. All right, so now we've put another threat on the battlefield that he has to answer. Right, like he did. So. Honestly, I didn't have to say anything to anyone who has ever mentioned anything bad in any post or comment. I've never had to say anything. It seems that most of the community pretty much goes, they just let people know, like, look, he's been doing this for a while. And most people think that I'm someone who's just recently come along, like, just started doing it. But, I mean, we're doing it for, what, 3 months now? Man, doesn't seem like it's been that long, but yeah. The computer's working today. All right, Andrew. Welcome, welcome. I know we're getting a lot more people. A lot more people are starting to join the community, and that's awesome. He's going to get the Carnage Tyrants out of here. Bye-bye, Carney Tees. Let's see what he calls. Carnage Tyrant. Man, wish I was wrong, like, just some of the time. Just some of the time. It's okay. We'll see how much he likes our whims. I may just, like, if we top deck a land, I may just go Immortal Sun. Bam, done. Like, what? What? We'll beat you with whatever we get. Like, because if we just go Immortal Sun next turn, oh, goodness. Ghaltas coming. Like, I guess he's looking at our hand right now going, oh, crap. How do I beat this? That or he's wanting to know what else he should be calling. Well, you know, guys, I gotta say, like, it's all because of you guys that the channel's growing. Like, no lie. I just started playing Magic for devs, viewers, and I just wanted some meta content. Like, nobody really like broke down and pulled up the decks in front of us and everything like that, and you know, really, Mr. Patel, you are only 10 years old. Well, sir, I am glad you won a pre-release, dude. I bet your parents are absolutely proud. Guys, remember that we have children in the lobby, in there. So anyway, congratulations to you, Mr. Patel. Right, like you play a lot of Control. That's why. Okay. Patreon games are not this Saturday. They're going to be until we have enough to fill up more than 2 Saturdays a month. I'm going to run them every other week. So every other week you're going to get your Let's Play Jank, and then you're going to get the Patreon games. So hey, we got it. Can we get it down? Is he going to counter it? I'm playing it. I don't care. I don't care. I'm just playing the Immortal Sun. Can you counter it? You got a blue? Counter it, opponent. Can you counter it? No? I mean, if you can counter it, you got to counter it, right? He did not counter it. Okay, well. Okay. Take 6. Pass. I mean, he's probably got all kinds of burn. He's got all kinds of like crazy stuff he's going to be able to hit us with, but I don't care. I've got a Vanquisher's banner called Dinos and an Immortal Sun. And 6 mana on the battlefield. So yeah. Yeah, about that. Alright. You're only 30 and the only thing you want is a standard show. Sean. That's Magic for you, though, you know? Some Magic is like some people, they just do, you know, great things. They have great gameplay, and you know, you've got the 7-year-old who's playing on the GP tour. You know, she's trying to get on the Pro Tour and things. Like you've got that going on. It's awesome. It's awesome. You know, I like that. You know, we've got younger kids getting into Magic, which shows that Magic is not dead, people. Like, I know there's a lot of naysayers out there going, hey, you know, Magic's dead and everything else, but it's not the case. I don't believe it to be the case. So anyway, you've watched a lot of experienced people play. Well, that is not what you're watching here today, sir. You've had a handful of mentorship from much better players, taught you quite a lot. Well, I'm going to say for a 10-year-old, you type very, very well, sir. Alright, so I'm going to let him... What? I did something. Just lost my chat. I'm gonna let him have the cards. Yeah, sure. Draw 3 cards, dude. Draw them. Land off the top means Sandworm Convergence. Sandworm Convergence. Absolutely. What do you got? What do you got, opponent? Gift of Paradise. Going to gain him 3 life. I mean, does he put everything in front of this to kill it? No, he's swinging. Alright, so he's tapped out. Okay, we draw 2 cards. Like, I don't even want to make guesses yet, because we're going to draw 2 cards before we do anything here. There's one. And we're going to draw an additional card, so we get another Brontodon. So let's go Brontodon. And now we'll trigger this ability, Thunderherd Migration. That only costs 1 mana. Let's look. Okay, we can go another Brontodon and then Ghalta. Yeah, I think I can deal with another Brontodon here. I'll pay the life. So we'll go Brontodon. Draw another card. Ripjaw Raptor, okay. Really wanted another land here, but whatever. Oh, my bad. Undo. Cancel. Undo. There we go. We do have to pay the life for these, because that's a thing. That happened. Alright, well, we'll draw another card. Come on, land. Untap land. Untap land. Ripjaw Raptor, not quite an untapped land, but quite a hardy fellow anyway. So let's get into combat. What you got, opponent? There's not a legal age on entering the Pro Tour. Like, there's a 7-year-old trying to be first. Like, he is about to put his first striker in front of... Wow. Isn't that great? Isn't that just great? Wow. Oh, man, that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. So, the Throntodons, you see those 5-6 Throntodons getting work done, right? You're probably doing PPTQ in April. Well, I ran the PPTQ circuit for a little while. I won a couple back-to-back PPTQs. Like one season, then I went back and won another. I missed my regionals, so I was like, now I got to go back and win another one. So I went back and won another one, and then I signed up for regionals and I played online, but kind of bombed out and haven't really gotten back into the PPTQ circuit. When you get on that circuit, man, you need to hit as many as you can. To really just make sure, like, hey, I'm going to regionals this turn, and then I'm going to queue up for regionals again. So you just keep hitting those and chasing that, and that's how you get on that pro train. So it's not easy, and there's a lot of work and it's a lot of magic, man. But if you really get into it, it's a lot of fun. Personally, the younger you are when you get into it, and if your parents can help support you as you're going through that, that's going to be a lot of fun for you. I would have probably kept doing it, but kids. So, yeah. Well, understood. And school definitely comes first, because hard to play Magic if you don't know how to solve a problem or something. So, at least most PPTQs are on the weekend, so you should be all right there. Well, Andrew, honestly, when it comes to the competitive scene, it's about how you talk, or whether or not you talk at all. You ask the proper questions to make sure that you get the right responses and stuff back. Ooh, can we, I mean, we've got a Ripjaw we can get into here. I'm going to keep this. We kept a really sketchy hand last turn. It turned out really good, so. You have a job in college. Well, yes, Mr. Patel there is new, Andrew. Says he's 10 years old. Types like he's 30, but, it happens. I'll bite. I'm gullible. I get it. Really didn't understand anything I said. I said, yes, Mr. Patel is new. Bodan Patel. And he says he's 10 years old, but he types like he is 30. Like, if you read him type, he doesn't have the dialect of a 10-year-old. So I typed in red deck wins. I think this is closer to yeah, this is vampires. I wonder if this is like a, nah, probably not the combo version. Phone typing is different. Okay, well, we're just going to pass the turn and try to get down that Ripjaw Raptor next turn. Ah, the wife and you two are debating on whether or not you should propose. Well, I guess I should at some point. Like, do we really want to do this? Me and my wife, we both had, divorces before we got together, and we've been together for 10 years this year. Married. This will be February 11th will be our 9th wedding anniversary. I am super excited. She's a great woman. I've enjoyed spending the last 10 years of my life with her, and I look forward to many more in the future. So anyway, enough about all of that. I've got a great wife, good family. I'm a very happy man. If you still have to ask, then don't. Understood. Yeah. Actually, I don't know if you're asking her, should I propose? Then you're probably already well trained, Ryan. So just go ahead and do it. Like, I mean, most guys I've ever talked to have been married for a long time. They're like, as soon as you learn how to actually quit being such a young man and realize that certain things just don't matter, there's no point in fighting over certain little things. At the end of the day, most of the things that most of us fight over just don't matter. So, yeah. Enough about our marriage talk here. I hope my wife's in the other room listening. I mean, or not. I don't know. Oh man, that's not what we want to see. I mean, we could fight it with a zombie, I guess. I mean, if I just... well, that's not bad. I can fight it there, too. I think I'm just going to go grab some deserts. So, we'll go, like... Haship Oasis, and I don't know, one that doesn't cost us life. I think that's the right route there. You only need the one Haship. Copperhead, what's up? You're new? Found you were testing for some of Dev's decks recently. You're a huge Dev fan? Well, man, we are too. Like, most of this entire community, like, we're fans of Dev's deck. The community, we play community decks. I play decks that the community builds. I play decks that I build. I think I'm just going to pass the turn here. I don't want to swing my Ripjaw Raptor into this. Anyway, I play community decks. I still haven't built one for Throntodon yet. I will. Right now, I want it to just say like a braid with a body, but I need something cooler than that, right? Not good. Not good. Now we have to fight. I don't know. We can still Brontodon fight it. Oh. He's got a Fatal Push, right? Well, then we get rid of the Flyer and both of these. Yeah, well. Get rid of the Flyer, both of those, draw a card, all the things. Now he pays 1 life, Fatal Pushes this, gains 3 life. I don't know, it's not all horrible. Alright, so... Scavenger Grounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, guys. This is where we just say Sandworm Convergence and pass the turn. we are definitely a Magic community, guys. So if you are new here, make sure you check out the Reddit. Yeah, go over to the Reddit. You can find the links in the description box of all of my videos. But go over to the Reddit, check that out, and you know, once you get over there, you'll see that you can post your decks, you can vote on decks. Those decks get played on Subscriber Sunday. So if you want to get your deck played online, get some airtime, get some videos of your deck, you can do that. I'll be more than happy to help you out there. If you want to guarantee some gameplay, you can do that too. Just check out my Patreon. I got a service there for you guys that donate. Speaking of which, I've got to get the Patreon video out. Well, alright, what do we get here? So if we go Brontodon for 3, let's undo one of those and go Brontodon for 3. And then we go Ghaltas cost 4. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we can sack Brontodon and fight. Alright, well, so if we fight here, we get rid of a Lord, we sack Brontodon, we get rid of that. We got some stuff going on. So I want to get rid of the Lord. Yeah, I'm gonna do it this way. Oh, can't. Never mind. Have to fight this way. What happens if we go Brontodon fights the Lord? And then, like, could I have sacked the Brontodon in response and it was still done the damage? I'm curious. I don't know. I do know that I'm swinging with a 5/5 every single turn, because that's the other thing this deck does. I like you, Sean. Well, Mr. Patel, if you've got to take off, then by all means, sir. Thanks for stopping in. I just don't know many 10-year-olds that enter the channel and say, "What have I stumbled onto?" I don't know. Might be an interesting 10-year-old. Well, our opponent is in a ton of trouble here, because that's what this does. Again, this is why I think this was one of the more competitive versions of Mono Green that I could bring you guys. Granted, we are weak to certain strategies, but I mean, we've also got tools that, like, we can't even, like, flyers can't even get in at us at this point. So, yeah, we're doing good things, and he's got a lot he needs to be putting in front of us. I'm gonna give him a Ghaltas this turn. Ooh, a Gift of Paradise. So if we go, let's gift this one. And I'm gonna attack with all creatures. And we'll see what he does. I mean, if he puts a blocker here, I'm just going to pop that. So he's going to take the other 10? I didn't think so. Oh, he's not. Alright. He's going to kill that. Well, that all just looks terrific to me, guys. Let's get this Ghaltas out here. Oh, undo. Let's finish combat. And then we can still get this Ghaltas for just 3. That's not bad. Yeah, I like it. By the way, another worm. Yeah. Scoop it up, opponent. He could be out of college by now. Okay. Wasn't that cool? Just ramping down into a an awesome spell that just ends the game. You graduate high school next year? Heard, Andrew. Heard. Well, alright, so let's, you excited? Like, are you going to college? You already know what college you're going to be going to. Like, this is the year you're going to be making those choices. Start looking into what college you're going to and stuff, so. On the next 4, try to remember, hey man, make it through the first 12. On the next 4, try to remember some. Yeah, I got you there. I agree. Okay, he's got a lot of interaction, so I'm gonna bring in a couple more kill spells here. All right, so what are we taking out of the top end? Let's get rid of one of those and cut an hour, maybe? Hour of promise? Think we can do that? Yeah, let's try that. And then we'll run it here. Well, man, if you're gonna have a mono-colored deck, I don't know if this would necessarily be the one I would go for. But, yeah. Yeah, I like having a monocolored deck's always nice, but I don't necessarily think that this would be the one I would go for. Wow, guys. Like, we got double stomp, double ripjaw, carnage tyrant. Only 2 land. We got a bunch of land, though. I'll keep. We've got sketchier hands, right? And we're on the draw. Eagle Scout. I got PFC going into the Marine Corps because I was an Eagle Scout. Eagle Scouts are recognized by the United States military. Hard to get like 1 rank up going into the military, but Eagle Scouts are accepted. Wow, someone just subscribed. There you go. I can't read that. Thank you for subscribing, sir. I hope you like the decks. I hope you're having some fun with it. You guys are all gonna make fun of me. I can't read it. I do love it when, you know, I see things like that, and when Max is in chat and things like it reminds me that, you know, not just here in America are people watching this. That there's people from all over the world that watch my channel, and it still takes me back like that. You guys are awesome. All right. Coffee cup's empty. Alright, Adonto's Vanguard, oh my goodness. Alright, well, we're going to take a beating here. We may not get off the ground fast enough this time. He may just get us before we can get started. No ramp spell, that's I knew it was a little bit sketchy to keep, but we'll see. We're taking 5 more this turn, we'll be at 13. We'll be taking 5 more. We'll be at 8 before we can even. Nah. This game's over, guys. Game is 100% over. I mean, I can hold, but before we even get a spell down, we're looking at being at like 8 points of damage. Again, if they can bring out and go this wide, this fast, we just don't really have an answer. I mean, I can play this as a blocker, but again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He goes creature swing, creature swing. He has a sin. Sanctum Seeker. Yeah, that. Good job, opponent. That is a great curve. You hit a terrific curve there, sir. No arguments from me. Okay. Cannot allow him to hit a curve like that. I've got nothing else to bring in. There's no changes I can make. Just 100% have to have ramp. I've got to be able to get something down before turn 3 or 4. So that is going to be the major flaw in this deck. Yeah, the draw was very strong with that one. Okay, alright. So, Andrew, is your goal is next fall because summer camp is your last 2 Eagle required? Okay. Yeah, the Vanguards, like, you wouldn't even be able to fight. Like, that would have just been brutal. Like, that game was over quick. Alright, we did get a Thunderherd migration. We got a Brashing Throntodon, so on turn 3 we can play it and stomp. This is as good as we're getting, guys. I'm just going to start with my desert. Come on, Brashing Throntodon, you got to save us. The Throntodon has to save us. Yeah, you're right, and the more I do look into it, maybe that would help. But remember, Drover, it costs 3 mana to use Savage Stomp on a Drover. But you know, when you ain't got nothing else going on. Oh wow, guys. Yeah, I'll do this, and then we'll just go Thunderherd, reveal Brontodon. I haven't gotten the City's Blessing in here just because I haven't actually went and gotten this yet. This is not, 100% the best deck for it, but when we need it, like if we were going into the long game and we hit an hour, we would definitely be pulling this. Because for us to get City's Blessing is not really hard. You guys fighting with Nightbot again? Alright, well, we're going to take 2 here. Next turn, we'll kill his Legion? Yeah. Seems decent. So we go land, Brontodon, Stomp. Alright, well, here we go. Getting big with the Brontodon. His draw was not what it was just like this last game, so fumigate. Hey, don't talk about Patrick like that. I like Patrick Chapin. I do. I really do. Modern Fane. And he gets to swing in for 1 with flying. I'll fight that. I'll just fight that. Alright, so if I fight Modern Fane, this Lifelinker still can't kill me, so... Ooh, not what we're looking for here, but yeah. Still gonna fight the Modern. We're gonna make these 2 get it on. Alright. And I'm gonna attack for 4. I mean, if he wants to just gain 1 life and block, then cool. Now we're on that plan of just sit back, play our lands, hope we draw big dudes. Dual shot targeting Nightbot and Sean. Getting them both. So someone fanatical Firebrand. You guys are getting into it with Nightbot, huh? Alright, well, good. I'm just glad you guys have fun with it. Man, he had another one. That's not cool. He ain't supposed to have another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're only at 6 permanents. We'll be at 7 permanents next turn. Man, we need something. I don't know what we need, but we need something. Alright, well, I mean, that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. There's always more. You might be right. Maybe they do always have more. But at least we get to start crashing in. I think he's got to start building a wall here if he wants to get in front of this little Carnage Tyrant. Just a little fella here. Just this little bitty fella. Right? Shuffle cards, shuffle cards, shuffle cards, pass. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Pass. Right? Carnage Tyrant ain't bad. How does because Nightbot is as much as it's actually meant for Twitch users, it actually works really good for YouTube too. There's not a lot of bots that work or complement with YouTube that well, and Nightbot's one of the best. So that's the reason we have Nightbot in this channel. Oh right, Ghalta would be terrific. One of the biggest things I hate about losing red in this deck, and I almost was like it's mono green, but we still have Regisaur Alpha. And it was in the deck for a little while, and I was like, they'll kill me. They'll kill me if I have a one red pip in this deck. And so had to axe that. Yes, absolutely, Richard. It is an evil. You're on to their schemes. Well, he can create 6 toughness here. So, yeah. Let's see if he wants to put everything in front of it. I mean, it's absolutely everything in front of it to kill it. He's going for it. Or he's just trying to stop some damage. Okay, so I want these dead, so I want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He gets to keep 1 vampire. You guys think he's going to be upset? You think he is? Huh? I mean, I could have killed the other thing and left that, but nah. All right, so we're gonna move here. Hi, opponent. How you doing, opponent? This is Carnage Tyrant's sister. Her name's Wanda. That's pretty good. I like it. Oh, crew fix is triggered. What? Ah, hey, you guys, watch it. Watch it. Watch it. Good eye, mate. Good eye, mate. I got you. Good eye, mate. Yeah, I'm probably making that horrible. It may not be enough though. I mean, he's still got a ton coming our direction. He can do a lot. However, again, to stop Carnage Tyrant, he's going to have to put a lot in front of it. This is definitely the point where we're going to start trying to turn the tide here. We are 1 permanent from our City's Blessing, which we're going to go for right here. Bam, City's Blessing. So now we can start drawing cards. And also, I don't think I have any reservations on trying to hang on to this. I think it's time to to lay the hammer down. Yeah. I mean, I don't think there's any point in holding back. He's got one card left in hand. So, yeah. We'll see what happens. So he's going to stack up to kill Carnage Tyrant one more time. He's going to need one more body, or he's going to have to pay his white mana. Okay, so he's just going to pay. Understandably. Okay. That's totally understandable. So he'll tap this and take 4 points of damage. Now, we're still getting through with, 4 points of damage here. He didn't do it. Did I miss something? Like, I'm scratching my head now. Oh, it's target attacking vampire. Ouch. 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 That hurts. For banhammers. Oh, Ixalan's binding. What are you going to target, opponent? Alright, so he's targeting Brontodon. And I'm just going to... Oh, that's his last. Alright, so, yeah. Cool. Because I can just sack it and shoot that. Like, if that's his best target, or if he wants to target something else, Brontodon just shoots it, so. You're going to be playing F&M, Philip. I'm going to be playing that F&M. Alright, what did Philip say here? Philip, this guy has stolen home from Standard Showdown and went 3-1 with Modo vehicles. Wow. Salvete, really? You're Aussie? You're not from the island? You're like an actual Aussie, not Kiwi? Aren't you guys? Don't you guys like get tilted over like Kiwis and Aussies and all those fruits y'all have down under? That is not. I did not mean that. Like, I meant like Kiwi. Man, so many things can be taken so many weird ways. Legit surprise, Mardu vehicles is still real. Crewfix, actually the only thing I think was holding Mardu vehicles down was, Teamer Energy. It just had, ample ways to deal with it. The island. So we have people that have never spoken chat before, like, yeah. They're like, all right, I don't know. I had a friend from Australia, and he was like, I'm not a Kiwi, and I don't know. It would make him mad for someone to say he was from New Zealand, and I don't know why. Like, you guys must have something going on between you two, and I don't get it, so I'll try to stay out of it. But either way, I think that's pretty cool. We got people speaking up in chat that never have before. Anyway, guys, mono green. Going back from here, I think that we definitely need a creature or two that is cheaper, and we just need something with a body that's cheaper. So a cheaper green dinosaur would probably fit in real well. Yeah, if you guys want to run the Drovers, there's probably a couple slots you could free up. I guess these Gift of Paradise and possibly even the Ranging Raptors could probably free up to make room for some other dino. And like, what dino would we fit in that place, though? I mean, would the hatchling be it? I don't actually want to run, like, commune with dinos or anything like that, because even though you are doing things, it's not exactly where I want to be. Freelback doesn't look real bad. It lets you be extremely aggressive, and, when you're savage stomping with a Freelback, that's not really bad. 3 mana means, if you do Thunderherd Migration, you can play it. But honestly, it might just be Ranging Raptors for the 3. Maybe just, 4 copies of the Ranging Raptors and just get more copies of them down. The Hatchling's only got a 1 body, so I don't know about the Hatchling or not. I don't know. Anyway, Death Guard Scavenger's pretty good on 3. There's just not a lot of really good 3 mana in the dinosaurs. I mean, we could come out of dinos and like possibly, jump into some other other type, I guess. I don't know what that would be. Let's look at the cheap creatures here in green. So we'll select green. Maybe a merfolk or two. I don't know. This might actually be a good option. 2 mana. 2 mana, 2/1 that we can give Death Touch. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know exactly. Like, this seems decent. Like the fact that at the beginning of your combat on your turn, if you control, oh well, we will never get the plus out of that. But you know, a 2/2 with trample doesn't seem bad. So I don't know. I think there's some options out there, and who knows what they could be? It could be, you know, a Sandwalla. Who knows? I know that I would definitely love to see something cheaper in the deck. There just wasn't a lot of things that we could use. If you did bring in some minor, you know, energy theme or something like that, you might be able to get down, you know, something like a Greenbelt Rampager. But without a tune, you're not going to get this down very early either, unless you just spin, you know, both of your turn 2s, you know, tap, you know, like, just play it, that sort of thing. So, I don't know. I think we're about as good as we're going to be. Like, that was one of the things I knew about Mono Green, was there was just going to be some weaknesses to certain type of combo decks. We're going to be some weaknesses to people just playing really fast and getting under us. But you've seen there that if they did not have their big hand, then we, you know, just slam down a big dude and can kind of get out of control. So that is. That's kind of how the Mono Green worked. I hope you guys liked it, and next we're going to be doing Mono Blue. I'll give you guys a heads up. Mono Blue is a mid-range deck. We got a lot of flyers in there, and I think you're going to like it. You're going to see a lot of different artifacts in this series of decks as I go through them, and like. Certain of the decks use certain combinations of artifacts better than others. Like, I thought the Vanquisher's banner was going to be better in this than any of the others. However, as long as there are no planeswalkers in the decks that I'm building, because I don't have the mono white, like I'm not 100% on it yet or not, and I'm not 100% on the mono black or the mono red, considering they're all getting played. Like, do we play the most you know, vital that we can, like the most competitive, or do we have some fun with the mono red? I just don't know. But as of right now, I am trying to put one Immortal Sun in each of the decks that can hold it. So I mean, I'm really liking the card, and I kind of like doing that. So, you know, yeah. Off topic, anyone seen Vampire Tribal in tournaments lately? Standard tournaments? Not really. The only tribal really making a splash is dinosaurs. I mean, there's being a lot of people are trying to play Merfolk, but if you'll notice, Kamena dropped about $10 worth of tickets, or $10 in price. You can get Kamenas for like $7 a piece. And then vampires, there's a lot of people trying like the vampire combo. I've seen people trying, you know, black-white vampires. I've seen mono-white vampires with a Catcher's Monument, which I think is probably still the strongest version of vampires. Yeah, don't get me wrong, there's some awesome black vampires, but, you know, maybe create a poll on Reddit. Okay, like what kind of poll? What kind of poll would you like created? Vamps is really close to being a tier 1 deck, in your opinion. It is. It's extremely close. And is an extremely explosive deck that has some really hard to kill creatures, and is kind of the reason for all the Sweltering Suns. But unfortunately, Vamps does not actually survive Sweltering Suns that much, and you got decks like Grixis that can pump enough kill spells into an Adanto's Vanguard that you're setting it dead to Glorybringer by the time you realize you've spent too much life into your Adanto. So, I mean, there's you know, there's some things you gotta think about if you're running vampires. And I mean, we just beat that vampires deck with a mono green deck, so like it has some weaknesses too. And one of those is something like Carnage Tyrant. Like, it just cannot deal with Carnage Tyrant. And maybe, you know, Vona's Hunger or something like that will help you deal with cards like Carnage Tyrant. But, you know, I definitely think that, you know, that Vampires list is a lot like our list and just weak to certain things. So, you know, that's how it works, man. You know, mono white with Vamps with Destiny and Mimic is honestly the best option. Wow, you pretty much just lined out the Oketra's Monument deck that I've got rolling right now. It's the Oketra's Monument deck's really good, and there's even points where you might not want to call Vampires, but like I'm liking that. Although mono white Vamps with Radiant Destiny sounds really, really good. Yeah, Monument is awesome. It just allows you to go extremely wide, and then you can like sack a Dunes or something and just finish off the game. It's really, really good. Anyway, that was mono green, guys. What do we got coming up? Yeah, tomorrow night 7 p.m. we've got where's that thumbnail? Mono or blue black Control. Let's see here. Blue Black Control Dev, if you guys have checked out that video, his Blue Black Control is only like 35 bucks. Like, we're talking really cheap, like 15 tickets online. So we're looking at a budget version, and he gave, oh, Delaney. Yeah, I gotta put one up for Delaney. Okay, so I just put one in for Lincoln, so we've got that one now. Cassiano Becker, thank you for subscribing. Thank you. Welcome to the community. Yes, Mountain Standard Time there, Andrew. 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. If it's going to be 7:30, which, you know, sometimes you know, family calls and I need to push things back. But if it is 7:30, by that time you guys will be able to see it. So, is he not going to do the Lincoln? There you go. H8 to M8. Thank you for subscribing, sir. Welcome to the stream. You took an aggro black white deck, added in more token generation for later game. Still super weak to being removed as it comes in. Yeah, and there's a lot of things that have weaknesses, and that's something that we're going to have to do. And in Standard right now is we're in this Brewers meta where, you know, the format just changed. Our Pro Tours in Modern. Standard is, you know, a Brewers paradise right now. So Standard's going to fluctuate a lot. And, you know, we're going to see these Grixis decks and other decks, you know, come to the top, but it will take a couple more weeks before Standard actually starts settling in. And, you know, I like it, but, you know, that's how it works. Well, Tasmaniac, you did miss it. It was a lot of fun. We went 2 and 1. We lost one game, but we won the other 2. We had some crazy games. We ramped into some serious good stuff. The Discord, oh goodness, I have got to get the Discord one up. The Discord is always in the link in the description box below. Unfortunately, YouTube will not allow you to post the Discord link in the chat. I don't think they don't like non-YouTube links, as it is a you break watch time. You know, it goes against the algorithm. You know. But anyway, Michael, yes sir, you are late. Wow, man, we got a bunch of people like jumping in here at the end. Wow, that's it was a really good night though. I mean, if you guys are jumping in at the end, I definitely recommend going back and watching it. I did my best to give you the most competitive version of Mono Green that I could come up with, and I think this was it. I really do. I do think that we're still needing, you know, a 2-drop green creature that fits in this deck somewhere, and unfortunately we just don't have a really good one. It might be the Senwala. It might be, and it might just be Branchwalker, guys. Honestly, it just might be Branchwalker. And yeah, I could get behind, you know, Branchwalker in this deck. That wouldn't be overly bad, I don't think. I mean, there's got to be something else, right? Like, I mean, is there nothing Dino related? I mean, do we just have to run Drover here? Like, is that just the only option, is to run the 4 Drovers to have something that can just block early game? If it is, then I don't like that. I don't think that Dinos should be forced to have this particular type of ramp. I don't want the Dork. That was the reason we had the other cards, is because the Dork's too easy to remove. So, anyway, you guys let me know what you would put in that 4 slot right there. How would you give this deck a little bit more protection? You got to stay in mono green. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And that's gonna be it for me tonight, guys. I hope you guys had fun. I had fun. We'll see you next time here on Sideboard MTG. Remember, coming upstream, and check the State of Standard video I just put out.